Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja, where we unlock the mysteries of learning together. We believe education is a community journey that shapes our minds and empowers us. If you're excited to dive into the fascinating world of logic and reasoning in mathematics, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe for free educational content that ignites curiosity and fuels a lifelong love for learning. Let's embark on this mathematical adventure together. Did you know that the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle created the first formal system of logic over 2,300 years ago? Logic has shaped our understanding of the world in profound ways. In this lesson, we're going to explore the realm of mathematical logic and reasoning, focusing on how these concepts are crucial not just in math but in science, everyday decision-making, and critical thinking. At its core, mathematical logic is the study of reasoning and making valid arguments, using the precise language of mathematics. This fundamental skill helps us determine what is true and why, ultimately influencing the decisions we make every day. To understand the foundation of logical reasoning, it's important to distinguish between two main types: deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning involves applying general rules to specific cases. For example, if we state that all mammals breathe air, and we know that dolphins are mammals, we can conclude that dolphins must also breathe air. This method of reasoning is powerful because it allows us to derive precise conclusions from established facts. On the other hand, inductive reasoning helps us identify patterns from specific observations. Suppose we observe 10 swans and find that all of them are white. From this, we might conclude that all swans are white. However, it's essential to note that while deductive reasoning guarantees truth if the premises are true, inductive reasoning merely suggests a likelihood based on observations. Another essential concept in logical reasoning is the logical statement. A logical statement is a sentence that can be classified as either true or false. These statements become building blocks for developing sound arguments. Consider the statement, "The sky is blue." It can be evaluated as true under certain conditions, demonstrating how clarity in expressions is vital. If-then statements, also known as conditional statements, play a critical role in logical reasoning. They connect certain conditions with specific outcomes. For instance, the statement "if it rains, then the ground gets wet" consists of two parts: the hypothesis "it rains" and the conclusion "the ground gets wet." Understanding these parts helps us evaluate the validity of logical arguments. As we explore further, we encounter logical fallacies, which are crucial to understand when evaluating arguments. A logical fallacy is an error in reasoning that makes an argument invalid. It can be a trick that makes an argument appear convincing while actually being flawed. Being aware of common logical fallacies allows us to think critically and avoid being misled. To aid in visualizing relationships between sets, we often use Venn diagrams. These diagrams are simple yet powerful tools that represent different groups and how they connect or overlap. When you look at a Venn diagram depicting two sets, you'll see how elements from each group interact and relate to one another. This visualization skill enhances our reasoning ability and helps clarify complex ideas. Another enjoyable way to develop our reasoning skills is through logic puzzles. Puzzles, like Sudoku, are more than just fun activities, they train our brains to think systematically and critically. Engaging with these puzzles improves our problem-solving skills and strengthens our ability to recognize patterns and make logical connections. As we navigate through the history of logic, we acknowledge that Aristotle, often referred to as the father of logic, laid the groundwork for formal reasoning. His work has influenced Western thought profoundly, shaping how we approach reasoning and analysis today. Understanding the history of logic helps us appreciate its relevance in our modern lives, as logical thinking is essential for making informed decisions in a complex world. As we wrap up this exploration of mathematical logic, remember that it extends beyond the classroom. The skills you develop through studying logic, evaluating arguments, analyzing patterns, and making reasoned decisions are invaluable life skills. They empower you to think clearly, navigate challenges, and understand the world more deeply. Embracing the power of logic not only in mathematics but also in daily life allows you to become a more discerning thinker and decision-maker. Today, we explored the fascinating world of mathematical logic and reasoning. We learned about deductive and inductive reasoning, two fundamental methods used in constructing and evaluating arguments. We also discussed logical statements, the importance of if-then statements, and how to identify logical fallacies. Venn diagrams were introduced as a visual tool to understand relationships between sets, while logic puzzles showcased the fun side of developing our reasoning skills. Finally, we recognized Aristotle's significant influence in shaping formal logic and the relevance it holds in our lives today. Logical thinking equips us with the necessary tools to make informed choices in a complex world, helping us become clear thinkers and effective problem solvers. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through mathematical logic. We hope you found it as intriguing as we did. Remember, the power of logic extends into every aspect of your life, guiding your reasoning and decision-making. If you're curious to learn more and want to continue exploring the wonders of education, don't forget to subscribe to Spelling Bee Ninja for more enriching content. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and embrace the beauty of logic in your everyday life.